Let's begin with big breaking updates now coming in. The centre has taken a stand in the Sabarimala case of women's entry in the review petitions in the Supreme Court. The centre has opposed the September 2018 judgment which allowed the entry of women of menstruating age to enter Sabarimala. Now, the centre has come out in support of the review. The Supreme Court took up the case again today, and the Chief Justice of India has said that a 9-judge bench will be constituted and a hearing will take place from the 7th of April. So from the 7th of April, we can expect day-to-day hearing to take place in the top court, and the centre has now taken the stand on this. Legal editor Harish Nair joins us on the broadcast with the details. Harish, take us through what happened in the Supreme Court and what is the stand of the centre in the court.
Yes, in fact, what was listed before the Supreme Court was around 68 review petitions challenging the September 2018 judgment which had allowed women of menstruating age between 10 and 55 entry into the Sabarimala Temple. Remember, the Supreme Court had the Supreme Court had in that judgment said that elimination of menstruating women from entry into the Sabarimala Temple is not a part of essential religious practice, and also had said that constitutional morality overweighs any tradition or custom which is discriminatory towards women. So today, after, in fact, it's for the first time that after 2019 that this matter got listed, and essentially today the Supreme Court has only laid down modalities and a timeline to begin the hearing. Supreme Court, the Chief Justice Suryakant has said that a 9-judge bench will be constituted and there will be day-to-day hearing from April 7th. The bench has also expressed hope that the hearing can be completed by April 22nd and asked all sides to cooperate. But the most important aspect, big takeaway being that centre has supported the review petitioners, saying that it is opposing the entry of menstruating women, that is age between 10 and 55 into the temple, and has thrown its weight behind the review petitioners, saying that the Hindu sentiments are involved. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta making a very clear statement before the bench led by Chief Justice of India Suryakant that we are supporting the review petition. And coming to the issues which have been framed, that is 7, the Chief Justice said that already 7 questions have been framed, and the 9-judge bench will adjudicate on those questions. They are interplay between freedom of religion and fundamental rights, focusing on whether essential religious practices can override constitutional morality, scope of judicial review in religious beliefs, definition of essential religious practices, rights of religious denominations, Article 26 versus individual rights, interplay between Article 25 and Article 14, scope of morality in Article 25 and 26, constitutional validity of practices restricting women in other religions, a legal definition of a religious denomination. And also, Hina, we have to say that other issues are also mixed up with the Sabarimala petition, that is female genital mutilation among the Dawoodi Bohra community, right of Muslim women to enter mosques, and also the issue of right of a Parsi woman who have married out of the community to enter the religious places. So apart from Sabarimala issue, these issues involving other religions will also be examined. So the big 2 takeaways, day-to-day hearing on Sabarimala review petitions from April 7. Hearing has to be completed by April 22nd. Centre throws its weight behind review petitioners, saying that it is opposing, it will be opposing the 2018 September Sabarimala judgment, which had allowed entry of menstruating age women 10 to 55 inside the Sabarimala sanctorum.
Okay, all right. So this could be a pivotal moment in the case. The 2018 judgment allows the entry of women into the Sabarimala temple, while many debated faith versus women's right, with many saying, ayyappa devotees saying that this is not an issue of women's rights at all, that this is about faith. And this is the faith of the ayyappa devotees. And now the centre has officially taken a stand in the Supreme Court. The centre has said that it is backing a review. Arpita is also joining us from Kerala. And Arpita, this is a very, very emotive issue in Kerala for ayyappa devotees across Kerala. The centre now officially taking a strong stance in the Supreme Court.
Well, rightly said, Pratibha. Sabarimala is a shrine where not just Kerala, devotees across the country come there. And when 2018 there was a judgment which said, irrespective of the gender, people can enter Sabarimala. It was seen as some saw that judgment as a historic judgment, but on the other hand, there were protests against the judgment, and now when the centre is also officially opposing it, Supreme Court is reviewing the petition, and now they have officially said that from April 7th they will be hearing it day to day. The hearing will happen, but on the other hand, there was a lot of backlash to this left government, because a lot of them said that they are playing with the emotions of the devotees, Sabarimala devotees. It is a belief that women in the menstruating age shouldn't enter Sabarimala temple. Then why is the left government playing with the emotions, with the devotees' emotions, is what they had argued. There were a lot of protests against the left government, and there was a lot of protests saying that women under the age of 10 to 50 should not, between the age 10 to 50 should not enter Sabarimala. Now it needs to be seen ahead of assembly elections. This Supreme Court reviewing this petition is very crucial. We need to see what happens when the arguments begin from April 7th.
Okay, all right. To stay with us, we have Charu Ali Khanna joining us on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us, leading women's rights activist. What do you think? The centre has now taken a stand in the court, and it is in support of a review of the 2018 order.
Well, I think whatever decision is taken, it should always be in favor of women, because India is signatory to CEDAW, and any exclusion on grounds, any exclusion or enjoyment of any opportunity for women on grounds of marital status, gender, condition is against the law. So since India is a signatory to CEDAW, even your condition of menstruation, if women are going to be barred on grounds of that they're menstruating women, I think that's a form of discrimination and violence against women. So I'm sure the court will keep this in mind, and even the government will keep this in mind. And this case has also been tagged with the case relating to genital mutilation, which happens in some communities. So I think overall view is going to be taken a holistic approach of what is discrimination against women and how to deal with it.
Okay, all right, because it has been clubbed with a few other issues as well. Yes, like you mentioned, the centre taking a stand here in that case. But many have also argued that this is not about women's rights, that this is about the faith of the ayyappa devotees.
The faith of the ayyappa devotees, yes, but is a woman not allowed to have the right to faith? Is she not allowed the right to religion? Is she not allowed the right to enter a temple? I mean, these are important questions of law and constitutional right to equality, which are going to be decided by the court.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Though many would say that Sabarimala Temple is the only temple where women are not allowed, the menstruating age women are not allowed, but this is only in the temple. In this particular temple, in ayyappa temples across the country, they are allowed. Rahul Ishwar joins us on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Rahul Ishwar, this has been a deeply contested issue. It was in the Supreme Court in 2018 as well. And now the centre has taken a stance. From April 7th is when the hearing will resume in the case. But centre has now taken a stand backing a review.
All these ads, for example, we have students from India, Italy, Singapore. Singapore is also coming. Hello?
Rahul Ishwar, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
So the centre has now taken a stand in the Supreme Court where it is backing the review, and from the 7th of April onwards, the case of women's entry into Sabarimala Temple is going to be back in the Supreme Court.
Absolutely. Two humble submissions. Let me first remind that there is no restriction for women in Sabarimala. Lakhs of women already visit Sabarimala. There is only an age regulation. My grandmother was the person who was the first arrested to be in Sabarimala, followed by mother. They are all women. Then I was arrested. They were arrested from Sabarimala itself. So
Yes.
there is only a young woman entry issue. There is a matter of age regulation. That's one. Second, the larger question of how much we can intervene in the aspects of religion, faith is going to be the larger question, because Supreme Court has stated 8 questions regarding Hindu, Christian, Muslim and all the other faiths. What we are arguing is Article 25 is a fundamental right guaranteed by Indian Constitution, so we should honor that. Article 25 and 26 is the right to faith, and India is a land of great culture, civilization, spirituality, faith. So every faith needs to be respected, and we are humbly requesting Honorable Court to let the religions be, because it's a constitutional freedom guaranteed by Baba Sahib Ambedkar and our forefathers, that every religion will have respect, every faith will have its own uniqueness to be sustained. So I hope the larger question of Article 25, whether how much we can weaken Article 25, or should Article 25 be sacrosanct, that is going to be a question, and we humbly request
But Rahul
Indian
Ishwar,
government.
what would you say to the women activists, many of them who say that this is not about faith, this is about the issue of women's rights?
I would humbly differ with them, and I would touch their feet and request, please wait till the age of 50. Until 50, there is a regulation at Sabarimala, and after 50, when you are coming, we will be offering prosperity. But until the age of 50, our deity, Swami Ayyappa, has regulated that young women should not be coming to Sabarimala. So I would humbly request to honor that particular vote. And many women activists are not coming out of faith, they are just coming to question the practice. They are not coming out of devotion, they are just coming out of their feminism, which we respect. We respect their feminism, we respect their female activism, but at the same point of time, we want them to respect our faith and our sentiments too, because crores of devotees come to Sabarimala every year, and lakhs of females also visit it. There is only a matter of age regulation, and we would humbly implore them to respect our sentiments and respect our Article 25 and constitutionally guaranteed fundamental right in this case.
Okay, all right. Rahul Ishwar, thank you for joining us. It's only a case of age regulation. Respect the faith. That's the message from Rahul Ishwar. Women activists, though, say that women's entry into Sabarimala should be allowed. Legal editor Harish Nair continues to stay live with us. And Harish, from the 7th of February is when the case is going to resume in the Supreme Court. What are the oral statements that were also made by the CJI during the hearing?
Yes, from April 7th, in fact, the Supreme Court essentially has today fixed the modalities and timeline of the case, which has not been heard after the September 2019. So after 7 long years, the case has come out of the cold storage, and Supreme Court Chief Justice Suryakant saying that already the issue has been framed. So the 9-judge bench, which will commence hearing from April 7th, will adjudicate on these aspects only, that is the interplay between freedom of religion and fundamental rights, scope of judicial review in religious beliefs, definition of essential religious practices and rights of religious denominations, interplay between Article 25, that is right to religion, and Article 14, that is right to equality, scope of morality, and also legal definition of a religious denomination. Apart from that, Pratibha, the other issues relating to other religion, like the right of Muslim women to worship in a mosque, and also the female genital mutilation practice among the Dawoodi Bohra Muslims, and the right of a Parsi woman who has married outside the community to offer prayer in the religious structure. All these will also be discussed along with the Sabarimala issue. And the big takeaway, as we have been reporting, is that Centre has thrown its weight behind the review petitioners and has said that they will be challenging, they will be arguing against the September 2018 judgment judgment which had allowed the woman of menstruating age, that is between 10 and 55, to enter the Sabarimala. Remember, the Supreme Court had then said that the exclusion is not an essential religious practice, and also constitutional morality prevails over any custom which is discriminatory towards women.
The centre now taking a stand in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is going to begin the review. From the 7th of April is when the hearings will take place. Harish, thank you for getting us all the updates from the Supreme Court. It's time for us to slip into a short break. We'll be right back.